Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop today. Today we're not working on a GSXR1000 Supermoto. We are working on this. This is a 2005 Suzuki GSXR1000. That's right, the legendary K5. We got our hands on one. This was my friend Danny's old bike, and we'll get into the whole backstory about the motorcycle and how it came to be. But for today, the purpose of the video is we'll talk about it a little bit, but the main purpose is we're gonna see if we can get this motorcycle running. It's been sitting since 2015, so let's see if we can get this bike fired up after sitting for 8 years. And for anyone who comments on all my videos that my flags are backwards, it's when I film facing me, everything is in reverse. So my shit's correct. All right, now on to the scooter. This is the good side. This is the pretty side. This is a 2005 Suzuki GSXR1000. It is the K5. They only made these in this kind of variant, they only made them for 2 years in 2005 and the K6 in 2006. But in 2005 was the only color that made yellow. Anybody that knows me personally knows that yellow is my absolute least favorite color on the planet. I hate the color yellow. But for this one, we're gonna keep it factory. I think I'm gonna put all new plastics on it. We're gonna keep it this same color. This is the good side. This bike did belong to my friend Danny. This bike was in an accident in 2015. A lady pulled out in front of him and he hit her with the other side of the bike, and we'll show that to you. But for all intents and purposes, this side of the motorcycle is pretty decent. I haven't wiped it off. I mean, this is cobwebs included. We have done literally nothing to it but put it on the lift. And we'll show you the damage here. So that's the good side. Fairing's a little crooked. This is the damaged side. So you'll see hitting the front here. And I do have more plastics that came with it that got busted off, but you know, plastics got destroyed. You have your intake tubes that go here. That's all missing. Frame slider where it came in contact bent pretty good. One thing that's kind of a bummer is this radiator. It is not leaking. You can see the radiator fluid level is still right where it needs to be, but that radiator cap is just completely smashed. So I can't live with that. We're probably gonna have to put a radiator on this bad boy. But yeah, this is the side that took the brunt of the damage. Engine, cases, no leaks, no anything like that. Still completely full of oil. I just checked it down there on my sight window. You can see the rear set there. Got smoked. Pegs all the way bent in. The whole bracket's bent rearward. We'll see what we can do with that. Might be able to bend it back. If not, new rear sets will be in order for us. Let's have a Yoshimura exhaust. These bikes did come with full titanium systems, so from the header all the way back. It's already got a fender eliminator and stuff on it. Smoked out lights. Definitely needs some tires. He scorched a big, nice, giant burnout before he parked it for its last time. So it's been sitting since 2015. The fuel in that thing is 8 years old, so it's got to be totally disgusting. Even though fuel 8 years ago was probably better than it is now, we're still going to drain that tank before we try to fire it up. Don't want to flush a bunch of crud through the injectors. This bike is fuel injected. Normally we check for spark and compression and all of those things if you have a really old motorcycle. I'm probably not going to check for spark. We'll see how it goes. I know the battery is smoked in this thing, so I've got another one. We'll throw the battery in. I did check the oil, like I said, in the sight window. It's good to go. We'll see if we can get it running after 8 years. And yeah, let's get into it. So the very first thing I'm going to do, I've watched enough Vice Grip Garage episodes to know that instead of just throwing a battery in there and hitting the key and cranking it, seeing if it fires right off, the very first thing I'm gonna do is make sure this bike is not locked up. It ran when parked. You know those stories. I'm really confident this motorcycle should bark right off, but just to be safe, we're gonna pull this inspection cover off over here and we're gonna rotate the engine over by hand just to make sure that nothing's seized up in there. You do not want to throw a hot battery in there. Hit the key if you have something seize, bend a rod, break something. So let's take the slow and steady approach. Luckily for me, all this is junk. So really, my inspection cover is here. Let me get you down in there. So this is a 10mm Allen, and I'm gonna remove this inspection cover here. Maybe, there we go. So we'll pop this inspection cover off. We shouldn't lose any oil. You can see it does have a little bit of oil in there. So now that we have access to that, that is a 14mm. So I'm gonna crank that over both directions just to make sure that the engine spins freely. And as the engine spins freely, all right, cross your fingers here. Oh, baby, like butter. I'm gonna rotate at least maybe, yep. There's a compression. So it's got compression, I can feel it. Oh yeah, she rotates, no problem. Smooth in there, so that's good. So now that I know my engine's not locked up, I'm gonna throw this inspection cover back on here. Okay. There's normally 2 bolts in here. They're gone, so we're gonna have to source those elsewhere. I am gonna go ahead and pop this battery out, and it is just 10mm. Hopefully our new one fits. It was an extreme battery. We'll put this firepower battery in. Okay, now that we just put our battery in, we are going to cross our fingers. I'm just gonna twist the key just to see if we got electric. Nothing smokes or burns or anything like that. Hopefully it does. Oh, that's good. So, a couple things. Number 1, I heard the fuel pump in the tank, so that's good. Number 2, my blinker's on. Okay, well that appears like it works. Neutral light works. Oh, horn. High beams. Oh, baby. Oh, okay, and then your on switch fires your fuel pump. You just heard it fire up. Okay, cool, so we're not gonna do anything with it now. We're gonna turn that off. But, oh yeah, we've got a headlight. High beam works, low beam works. All right. Okay, well that's good. Hard to see, but there's your rear brake light. So tell me, yep, comes on with the front as well. Rear signal. All right, rear signal works. Front signal works in the mirror. Front signal works. Rear signal works. Okay, so the electrics check out. Nice. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, because this bike has been sitting since 2015, I'm going to open this tank up, and I'm going to do my best to drain this fuel out. This stuff is probably pretty gnarly. Oh, look at that. Dude, that's the color of the bike. Can y'all see that? Oh man, this looks like apple juice. Oh, and it smells bad too. All right, well there's quite a bit of fuel in here. I'll have to come back for round 2. So everybody can see how terrible that fuel is. Look at that. I mean, I don't see a bunch of, those are bubbles, but I don't see chunks. Those are the speckles on the bottom of my garage floor, but I mean, the fuel looks clean. It just looks like apple juice. Round 2. That's so bad. We got some 93 octane here. We won't put a whole bunch in. We'll put enough in. Shouldn't have no problem starting on that. All right, this is potentially a testament to Suzuki's engineering. So we've got a new fresh battery in. We've drained the fuel. We've got some fresh 93 octane in there. We know that the electrics are good. Let's throw a key in it and see if it'll fire up. My low fuel level light is on. Okay, it does indicate that I'm in neutral, so let's give it a go. It started just like that. This bike's been sitting for 8 years. It runs. Oh man, that thing kicked right off like nothing. I'm really impressed with how quickly that thing fired up. What do you think?
Pretty neat.
Pretty neat. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
All right, well, the bike fired right up after sitting since 2015. Of course, it's been sitting a while. The bike needs to be ran. But yeah, that is the project. So the plan is to get it back on the road. That was really way too easy. All I had to do was put a battery in it and drain the apple juice out of the tank. Put some fresh 93 in it. Bam, that sucker fired right off. Yeah, so we plan on bringing this thing, resurrecting it back to its original glory. New plastics, obviously go through the braking system, probably wheel bearings, front, rear, check the fork seals, all the alignment stuff, make sure the chain is good, brakes, front, rear, tires, you name it. So already started looking for some parts. I'm gonna have to get a radiator. That's gonna be a big one. But yeah, hopefully you guys are as excited about this as I am. Looking forward to bringing some different content to the channel. So yeah, you guys will have to let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. But I'm really excited about this one. I think it's gonna be good, and I think we can make a cool little build series out of it. So, all right, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. As always, I appreciate everybody for watching. Until next time, thank you. Take care. It's in my favorite color in the world. You guys know that, yellow. Actually, anybody who knows me knows that yellow is my least favorite color on the planet Earth. But oh, that's good. Oh, we just lost it. No problemo. Never see that again.